peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
I'm watching from Paris to Popping, yeah. With this music was lurking, now I'm attacking. Now with the chatting, I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it. Nobody got it like me. You know. They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time, and the tide was looking down all night, blocking out the sun beneath. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Look into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. I'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise.
Show me an opening in the clouds, and I'll take it, yeah. Reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on, never look down, never fade out. fade out. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out.
Das gute Gefühl, wenn du bereit bist. Schon bereit, immer noch bereit. Bereit. Bereit aufzustehen. Den Mut zusammenzunehmen und...
Kannst du daran zu glauben?
Weil heute ist dein Tag.
Mein erster Schultag.
Bereit, sich zu beweisen.
Ich kann das.
Bereit für den nächsten Schritt. Für neue Projekte. Und die Möglichkeiten der vernetzten Welt.
Darum reden wir mit unseren Kunden nicht einfach über Technik, sondern sagen ihnen, was sie davon haben.
Darum sind wir da oben.
Auch in einem Bergdörfli?
Zmitz drinnen und auch da unten. Damit die Schweiz bereit ist. Damit Sie bereit sind. Bereit fürs Leben.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
La sensation d'être prêt. Déjà prêt, toujours prêt. Prêt? Prêt à se lever, à prendre son courage à deux mains et...
Croire dur comme fer.
Aujourd'hui, c'est ton jour.
Mon premier jour d'école.
Prêt à relever le défi.
Ça, j'y arrive.
Prêt pour la prochaine étape. Pour de nouveaux projets et pour les possibilités d'un monde connecté.
C'est pour ça qu'avec nos clients, on ne parle pas que de technique. On leur dit aussi ce qu'elle leur apporte.
Parce que nous sommes là-haut,
jusqu'au village les plus reculés,
à tous les niveaux et tout en bas, pour que la Suisse soit prête. Pour que vous soyez prêts. Prêts pour la vie.
Came from the darkest regions, wrapped in a cloak of light. Minus the focus highs, I'm trying to get my opens right. Throw my doubts aside, I climb the mountainside. And when I reach the peak, the view I see will not be fly. Feel the pressure, but it's relative to the man I measured. No time for hesitation, finally time to step up. And when you're feeling deep in your bones and it's on you're fed up, you're close to the glass ceiling, keep your head up. See your dreams as a goal, that's how I'm seeing mine. Achieve my full potential, let all of the demons pre my shine.
You ready? Huh? Hey, easy boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, of course. Ooh, we got a bit of
oh, you have the same sound.
Yeah,
okay,
a bit of tinnitus going on.
Well,
welcome here
noise.
to our Clash Royale evening in the Swisscom Hero League, powered by ESL. Once again, we've reached the intense stage of this season 4 here, if I may say so, as we're entering playoffs tonight with of course my dear colleague here to my left. See, I'm getting irritated yet again.
Yeah,
the one and only Chief Avalon here to my left.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, and welcome everyone in the audience that wants to enjoy those beautiful matches we have today. With me here, Luca Don Rigoni, commentating this match. My headphones are kind of moving to the forehead. It's kind of weird.
Then it's a 4-head set.
5-head.
That's something.
No, it's great to have you again. We're gonna have the 3rd to 4th, 5th, and 6th place playing tonight.
Yeah.
For the quarterfinals.
Yeah. So it's going to be. We can actually have a look soon, hopefully, here at the quick bracket, and yeah, check it out. Which matches do await us? It's going to be Toy Boy against Kefron first, and then afterwards, Jesus versus Sailor. So yeah, especially Jesus, he's done pretty well. He's finished 3rd place at the end of the season. I think we can also have a quick look at that here.
I think
in a
for
moment.
Jesus, he's really got good chances here in this match.
Yeah, here you can see the seeding. It's basically 3rd place against 6th place, and then 4th against 5th. And whoever manages to win will make it to the semi-finals, essentially, that will take place next week.
And they will play against the top 2 we see here, Dachim and Senpai Rex.
Yes, so they already have essentially one free win due to their high placement during the regular season. Dachim, of course, with an exceptional result in that 7-game 7 win streak here, so undefeated in this season 4. And Senpai, of course, too, our reigning and 3 times champion here, who only dropped 1 series to the aforementioned Dachim.
Yeah, that was a really great play by Dachim, of course. Yeah, as you said, he won all of the matches. He never had that in any season before. That somebody actually wins all of the matches. So we're really looking forward to Dachim here in the rest of this season here. Will he make it to the finals? We'll see next week. And so the Senpai, I mean, he played like crazy too, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, like, from like kind of extraordinary circumstances. So he's still in the military. He, I guess he's having limited time to practice his matchup, and still he did so well in this one. But it's also very noteworthy to mention Jesus at this point. He's also looked super strong, and the only games he's dropped were against Dachim and Senpai Rekt. So it's like on the top, it's like our established veterans who just look like these. Hello and welcome everybody.
Here
dear
we
ladies
are
and
again.
Gentlemen.
After this amazing start we had.
Yeah. I forgot what I wanted to say. I'm having like a blackout.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you had a blackout. So I'm
We
here
all
with
have
my
one.
beautiful still single. True or no?
Yes.
With my beautiful still single co-caster Luca Donrigoni. And yeah, why still single? Wasn't there somebody in
I
the
have
chat
to be
last
free.
time?
I
Okay.
cannot be tied down.
It's all about freedom, and then of
Yes.
course with myself, me,
Yeah.
me,
Not so single.
me,
The legendary Chief Avalon here.
Exactly.
But I mean,
Me, myself, and I.
yeah, that's
Together
well,
till we die.
and your beautiful family, of course.
Exactly.
That's one of the advantages of not being single.
The family.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
You have your own.
I mean,
little-
you can
you'll-
still have
you
a
have your
family.
own little fan club.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's true. One day.
One day.
When
you
I'm
will
as
have-
old as you are. Maybe.
One day you will have family. You are family.
I got all
are-
my sisters and me.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever you just meant.
Yeah, but welcome once
That
again
text
after
is
this.
actually really weird.
Yeah, it's like
So
doesn't
weird lyrics,
doesn't,
kind
doesn't
of.
really make sense. But I guess to make pop music, you don't really have to make sense. You need like 4 chords and just throw out some words that
Actually,
kind of
3
sound
chords
catchy.
is enough.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, let's go to the bracket.
Once again, to the racket.
Racket.
Yeah. And here we see it. We already have the first 2 players seated here in Dachim and Senpai, ranked for the semifinals. It's might look a little bit confusing here because Dachim actually gets to choose which one of the winners of tonight he wants to be facing. So either Toyboy, Kefron, Jesus, or Sailor can end up either at the top or at the bottom of the bracket here.
I mean,
And
just imagine, like, if Jesus wins against Sailor, he was 3rd.
yeah.
Probably Dachim would not choose Jesus.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt
Because
it.
he was 3rd, he would probably go for Toyboy or Kefran.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Senpai against Jesus. That would also be very interesting. Kind of rematch again.
Yeah, once more.
It's the curse of Senpai and
Then
Jesus.
he can really get the comeback or a revenge for last season.
It's always them,
And
Senpai and Jesus.
Yeah, at some point they always clash. It's either in the grand finals or, as last season, in the semifinals, and it could be the semifinals
Could be the
once
same.
again. And
Yeah,
that
of
would
course,
be really
Sailor
intense.
also has a chance to win, but it will be rough because Jesus really played a good season so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, I think Jesus, Senpai, and Dachim, they are really, really hard to take down overall. I mean, they barely dropped games, even
Yeah.
even
All
in,
of them.
in their like closer, even in their non-flawless victories, they like dropped maybe 1 or in very rare cases actually 2
And then
games.
also Toyboy against Kefron is an interesting one. Didn't we have that one last week?
I think
I feel
so,
like we had
actually.
exactly
yeah,
that
Kefran.
matchup last week.
Yeah,
And Kefron won, right?
I think so. Or the week before. Yeah, last week, but on Monday, I think,
Yeah.
when we had our bets.
So it's also kind of a rematch between the two of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, maybe Toyboy looks stronger. He kind of dropped the ball in that
Yeah,
one. Didn't
exactly.
really
That was the
didn't
match
really
where we
look
were
convincing,
surprised
yeah.
by Toyboy how
Yeah.
weak, in parentheses, how weak he played because it seemed like he was a bit distracted.
Yeah, absolutely. So he gets a possible shot here at a comeback against Kefron. Will certainly be an interesting one. And then, of course, in the match between Jesus and Sailor, I don't want to rule Sailor out because he's shown
No.
that he can really live up to the task and surprise. We've seen him in the beginning, especially with some cheesy strategies, running those clone decks,
Cheesy freezes.
running the freeze at some points even. But against Jesus, it will be so hard because Jesus he has just such great fundamentals.
He
when it
plays
comes to the
strong.
game.
He's always very calm. He knows all the different decks. He's kind of like a chess player.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
also Jesus is very strong in strategy of the game. So it's gonna be a difficult opponent.
Yeah, and I'm so much looking forward to these matches tonight, starting of course with the duel between Toyboy and Kefran, who we'll have coming up right here. Exactly, another duel here between you practiced that so well. What was it?
Toyboy?
No, the organization name.
Yeah, it's Empire Swiss Roman.
Exactly, it's not esports, it's Empire.
Empire Swiss Roman, Toyboy, Kefran. So they're actually colleagues. They train together, but now today it's all serious. No more practice, no more fun. It's gonna be rough.
Let's get ready to rumble. Oh no, we might
Good
get banned
night,
for that.
good fight. But you have to have that rolling voice when you say good night and good fight.
I can't do that. My voice is as it is.
And very exciting. Yeah, you can't say the rumble thing
if you don't say it like all the way. Don't.
No,
let's
you
get ready to
clash. Let's get ready for clashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffer. He's a legend, of course.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
A true legend.
We're actually being informed right now about the bans, and it's going to be the Elixir Golem as well as Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A card that also had quite some up and downs, I gotta
it's
say.
rarely banned.
Yeah. I mean, just last season it was basically everywhere. But then they actually nerfed it back in I think it was like in season.
Remember when the Mini P.E.K.K.A was almost as strong as the big P.E.K.K.A?
Yeah. But now they just
weird.
reduced his range, and that made such a big difference.
Yeah,
actually, because
when he was kind of standing on the bridge and already hit the tower because he had such a huge
exactly, had like a huge sword and boom.
Wherever you are, it doesn't really matter. He would hit you.
Yeah, you'll just run at it.
The Mini P.E.K.K.A
furiously.
He just appeared mini. He was actually really big.
Yeah. You know, like big things, great things come in small packages.
Exactly. That's describing the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And then on the other hand, the big P.E.K.K.A, like a big package and a small small player. Let's go to the game. Kiss is being exchanged already.
Yeah, and again we have both the webcams here for the two players being thrown out here. Kefran starting with the Goblin Gang here, and on the side of Toyboy we have the Dart Goblin, the Blasrohr Kobold, as well as the Ram Rider here. And that Mega Knight already looking mighty strong here. But can he take care of it with that Barbarian Hut? He might get quite a bit of damage in here, I gotta say.
A little Barb Hut.
Manages to pretty much nearly take out the Barb Hut here. And those 4 Barbarians now coming down the right.
Goblin Bearer.
It's basically goblins against barbarians in this one. And once again we see our dear friend the Knight, still untouched, still super strong. But the
Ram
damage
Rider
lead currently in favor of Toyboy here, as he counters nicely here with another Ram Rider. Gets another connection here actually.
Destroyed quickly by the Mega Knight. And the dragon has gone.
Now spitting those fireballs, and another
good Goblin Bearer.
Barb Hut, they're coming out.
Nice.
Barb Hut? Oh no. I just wanted to say Barb Barrel seems not to be in cycle, but it actually is here for Toyboy.
Yeah, we've seen before Toyboy, he's a very stable player, usually, except for last week, but usually he's played very strong, so it's not going to be easy for Kefran here.
Yeah, and there's another round of Barbarians now, but those will be taken out here by the Princess, and currently Kefran has a solid elixir advantage, I gotta say, and another Goblin Gang here together with that Knight.
Yeah, that Ram Rider seems to be a really good counter here.
Yeah, but then again, Kefran always manages to trade up, because Ram Rider plus Skeleton Dragons is 9 elixir, and then the Heal Spirit on top of it makes that 10, and Goblin Gang plus Knight is only 6, so slowly he gets more and more of an elixir advantage here, and it becomes so much harder for Toyboy to defend this here, as he deploys the Royal Recruits. And there's another Ram Rider now coming down.
And again hit by the Mega Knight.
Mega Knight is also so popular. And he gets a connection here.
Yeah, maybe I should start playing Mega Knight again. Haven't played him in a while.
Managed to finally two-star.
Also the bar path is strong.
And there's another bar barrel to take a Goblin Barrel here.
Good
fireball.
Jinxed.
Jinx again. But the damage advantage still solidly in the hand here of Toy Boy as
another Ram Rider.
Another Ram Rider. And there.
Quickly destroyed by the Mega Knight.
Mega Knight.
It's a sad story.
Yeah, true that. I just recently managed to upgrade him to star level 2 and now it's like the shining golden armor.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Such a beautiful card. As yeah, Toy Boy just managed to defend flawlessly here yet again.
It's funny how the Mega Knight always loses his 2 balls when he gets killed.
Oh, it's different balls.
Check him out.
Yeah.
There he is.
I'm looking at his balls right now.
There he is. Now the 2 balls are down.
But he really seems to struggle here against those swarm troops coming out from Toy Boy here in those Royal Recruits.
He's trying to swarm him.
Yeah, and the bar barrels. You really like swarm decks, don't you?
No, I don't like them.
You guys don't know this, but like before we started the stream,
nobody wants to know.
We were playing some Clash Royale on our own, and yeah, I'd say you can call that a little bit tilted. Your
kind
state
of
of mind.
backstage, you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Backstage, we played a little bit.
Yeah. As we have 30 seconds here only remaining on the clock, Kefran has the rocket in his deck, so he will have the advantage here when it comes to just pure spell cycling.
Close, Toy Boy
now
still
he
in the lead,
but
again. Kefran is getting
closer.
Oh, the Ram
just
Rider
sneaks by and with
That's
the
it.
fireball. And the Royal
Yeah.
Recruit. They're sneaking through. That's going to be the 1-0 here for Toy
gets
Boy.
the lead.
That was unlucky there with that Tesla.
And when the Ram Rider hits, it really hits.
Yeah, that is very true.
That
and
is very
I think everyone still has kind of PTSD from that Ram Rider challenge that was on the past like 3 days.
Maybe.
Yeah, they
Maybe.
constantly raged up. Like,
I just noticed when the game ended that we actually have the players, both of them, on the camera again.
Yeah.
And so we'll check them afterwards. Here's the next match. No, it's a replay.
That's close. Not quite.
Almost a replay.
Almost a replay. Close to a replay. But we'll fix that.
Wrong replay. There are no replays.
No replays for us.
Yeah, sorry guys, we have to disappoint you so bad here. No replays.
Happens.
No
the blackout killed
replays, no fun.
At least for this.
We're very
maybe
musically tonight.
Musically. Yeah, we should.
Have you heard that
like
TikTok will probably be saved in the US?
Okay, how?
Oracle will buy a large stake in it and will probably take operations or do operations for the US customers.
I see.
So it will probably be saved.
I don't want to say
so
the US data protection laws are as bad as the one of China, but somewhere in that ballpark.
I'm not sure there's actually more information in it than they already know anyways.
Well,
but yeah, I mean that's maybe the time for you to actually start having a TikTok account.
You think? I'm not sure about that. I think. Well, I think my dancing skills they would
have really
fit for the
improved.
job.
He knows how to do the Vogue now. Probably nobody in the audience knows what the Vogue is anymore because that thing is like 20 to 30 years old.
No, voguing is like.
But do you guys
all
know
Vogue
voguing?
Yeah, let us know.
I
in the
don't
chat.
think anybody still knows voguing. Maybe we can do a little poll in the chat.
I don't think we're referring to the same.
But maybe you want to show the audience how it's done.
I don't think
just
so.
a little sample, a little teaser.
I can't.
We would really appreciate just a little teaser, like. I can do the Bruce Lee teaser then.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Solid.
What about your Vogue teaser? Come on, don't be shy.
I can't. I really don't. It's like
Yeah, woo! That's
something
cool.
like that.
That's cool.
I don't know.
Have you ever thought that this could actually be? I mean, that's like TikTok.
Yeah.
You could do that on TikTok and get famous.
Well, is it? I'm doubting whether that
TikTok fame.
that fame will be a positive thing or a negative one. As Toy Boy starting out with the wall breakers.
Everybody in Switzerland starts doing your moves.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Maybe I'll have a lot of angry parents going at me then.
I mean, it can't be worse than it already is. I mean, not because of you, but because of the dances they're already doing.
Okay, I see. There we actually have a lumberjack here on the side of Kevran as well as that lava hand and a clone here onto both the lava hand, as well as the flying machine, and that's already going to be towered down here.
That's the most skillful deck in the whole meta.
Yes, maybe not.
Lava Hound clone.
Puppies, they die here, but yeah, Toyo is quite unhappy with that result.
He's crying.
Yeah, 155 HP remaining on that left-hand tower, so...
that was a fast surprise.
Yeah, this one's pretty dead. At least Toy Boy has the poison in his deck. That's a good answer
going
to
for the other tower.
And there's the Royal Delivery now coming in. Trying to defend against that Lava Hound as this Royal Recruit.
Do you see the Recruit actually has arrows
sticking
out of his back?
Yeah, I just was about to say, like, that was painful.
Normal? I've never seen that.
I used to be a Royal Recruit too, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Or to the back.
There's the wall breakers.
Yeah, and another round.
Beautiful wall breakers.
Flying machine there, nicely defending. Together with that baby dragon. Now making their way over the bridge.
What happened to the flying machine? It just disappeared.
Yeah, that's when you get poison. Poison is basically Corona. And yeah, just...
There's the bats.
Devastating over time. It's kind of unlucky for Toy Boy that he's running the bomb tower. That just doesn't really do much against all those air units coming out from Kefton.
See, he has those arrows sticking out.
There
is double lumberjack.
Yeah, there is another poison though, but everything gets raged up here by those dying lumberjacks.
Good defense. We have to say this, Toy Boy really excellent defense here against that push.
Absolutely. Wow, so many
arrows.
So many.
Yeah, we can see
the Royal Delivery is coming out.
Toy Boy still trying.
At least those are some reliable deliveries, not like other kinds.
Oh,
for those who follow my Twitter.
Have you been contacted again?
No, I haven't.
Has the problem been resolved?
Yeah, well, I got the package. Like, there's that, but I've gotten that before. But after they told me, like,
that's
okay.
a 1-1 here between Kefran and Toy Boy.
Kefran takes this pretty convincingly with an early clone. I don't even want to call it cheese because that was played cleanly.
That's the most skillful deck to play, of course.
I disagree with that statement, but he played it well in this case.
Lava Hound clone, Lava clone. It's just amazing.
And some replays to have a look
There's
at.
the replay. We see that first push again here with the double flying machine and the Lava Hound. Beautiful clone there. There's nothing he can really do about this. He's already waving the white flag.
Imagine Toy Boy didn't have poison in his deck against the clone here. I think he would have just been 3-crowned. Because that was like his only good card against Kefran's deck.
And then the arrows taking that tower, already giving him that win, and it's 1-1. So everything's open again. And we're still waiting for your answers. Do you know voguing? He has shown us a little sample. Please clip it.
No, please don't.
Please clip it.
It might. My impersonation of it might differ from the actual reality of voguing because it's a really bad example.
It looked good to me.
Yeah, well, you have to say it.
I mean,
you're too kind.
You're single. It's normal that you dance to draw
to impress people.
Yeah. Draw some attention towards you with your dancing. That's also why you're wearing those.
Yeah, exactly.
Those colorful.
It's basically the peacock approach at this point. I tried everything at this point. Like, went to the like edgy kind of depressed face and like
Really?
all
Oh,
shady stuff.
you want to talk about it?
being edgy. I became a Yasuo main in League of. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that.
A Yasuo man.
A Yasuo main.
What the heck?
People who play League, they know.
Nobody plays League here.
Nah, nobody does. You should actually try it. I'd watch that.
Let's go to the game.
Yeah, let's have a look here as we jump into game number 3 here in this match between Kefron and Toyboy. As there's a nice King Tower activation to start out the match here for Toyboy. And that Night Witch is still menacingly walking towards the side of Kefron here as he has the Goblin Hut in his deck. And there's the Dark Prince as well. I'm guessing this might be a Golem deck coming out from the side of Toyboy with this one. There we also have some barrels, double barrel deck here by the looks of it, being run by Toyboy. Featuring the Valkyrie in this one and the Blasroar Kobold.
Yeah, the nice tornado there for defense.
Well placed, well placed. Yeah, it will be hard to get damage in with those barrels as Toyboy has both the Barb Barrel as well as the Tornado.
And the Dark Prince.
Yeah. But I still think he does play a Golem deck here. But we'll most likely wait until double elixir
Dark
time
Prince
to
go
play this
for
one.
the hut. Let's go to the hut.
No. Just no. Okay,
oh,
there
Golem.
it is. That's an aggressively played one as the Dark Goblin here connects to the left-hand tower there and gets a ton of damage in 1293 HP remaining.
Kefron counters with the barrel.
Yeah.
Good decision.
But also, like, with the barrels, you get so much lesser damage when your opponent has an activated King Tower. And you can see that there. Even though that skeleton barrel still hit like a truck. And there, once again, is the Dart Goblin.
The Golem explodes on the
gets
tower.
One hit and the explosion. But Dart Goblin stays alive. He gets so much value in there.
And the Valkyrie finishing off the Golem.
Double Valkyrie there.
Another hut.
And 2 dragons. So many dragons. Just beautiful. And
Dark Prince is so desperate.
And now it's becoming really, really hard for Kefron
Goblin
to defend this.
But he counters it. Toyboy with another Golem.
I mean, at least he has the building. He has the Dark Goblin who has great DPS. And there, once again, Toyboy is preparing a big push. And there's still plenty of HP remaining on those towers. Toyboy, at least he does not have a big spell, so nothing of the likes of lightning, for example.
Excellent Dark Goblin.
No explosion there for Toyboy with that Golem. Good Barb Barrel there to defend against the skeleton.
One of the Golem Knights makes it.
But look at that raged up
Electro Dragon is the VIP here.
560 HP now remaining on that left hand side. And the elixir is very, very equal here. So this will be super, super tough for Kefron to really break through as there.
Dark Prince.
Pulls him over.
Distracted.
Another Goblin Hut there. And now, once again, those dragons are flying towards the tower this time.
He's missing a spell to finish the tower.
Yeah. We still haven't seen 2 of the spells here actually from Kefron. So I wonder what those might be. Another tornado there. Left hand side getting low, but look at that lumberjack there on the left. 158 HP now remaining. But still, no big spells here, remind you, for Toyboy. So he cannot finish that tower off easily.
There's the barrel again.
And just with that death damage, he slowly starts chipping away. But now Kefron, he can't afford to make any mistakes. And there,
cycling.
Oh, there's the oh my gosh, the rocket!
No, it's not enough.
Can he take it down? There's another Dark Goblin.
He needs to cycle to the log, or maybe
there's the log, and he gets it. Tornado does not manage to finish it, and Kefron takes it for the 2-for-1.
That was a nail biter.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what are those two last spells? And surprise, surprise, it's a log and a rocket.
Kampfholz.
Yeah. Whew, that was intense.
That was intense.
Did not expect.
The problem,
to
Toy Boy really
take
had the
this.
problem here that he doesn't have a spell.
Yeah.
And
or
when
like
you're
a
in that
beast.
situation and there is just 100, that is so painful.
Imagine you had something like a fireball or a poison or like.
He
then,
can't finish it. That's painful.
So much easier. But this was also big, like early, getting a lot of damage in here for Kefron early with that Dark Goblin, and then here this raged up Electro Dragon. That's it. It's
And
so
Kefron,
much
he
work.
really saved those spells till the end.
Yeah, yeah. Good surprise factor there. He really forced Toy Boy into kind of overextending, getting a little desperate, and then they could just finish it there with the Barb Barrel and the log in combination.
Just one more second and the other tower would be down too.
Yeah. It's like one of these moments where you're like, okay, I have to throw everything now, and then he throws out a rocket, and you're like, damn it. Should have seen that coming.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And then he has
I
the
really hate
rocket
that.
there.
When like I play against players and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm winning. I think I have this under control. But you like had a slight misplay or got outcycled or something earlier and lost plenty of HP. But then you're like, okay, now I'm fine. And then he suddenly has a rocket in his deck, and you're like, well, screw this.
Does it happen a lot?
Yeah, not as much anymore. Ever since the nerf, we talked about this like last week, I think, because like looking at just the pure numbers.
We're in the next match.
Rocket has gotten the biggest nerf actually, with its tower damage reduction, because it just deals the most damage. And after this, with whoever will win this, we actually got an interview coming up, so there's something for you guys to look forward to. Kefron is starting out with the baby dragon here against those barbarians. Pretty good start here. And once again, it seems to be the Barb Hot Royal Recruits deck here coming out for Toy Boy. And it could be a graveyard
the
deck, but I'm
recruits.
not 100% sure.
Do you think the recruits need a nerf? We see them so often.
I don't think they need a nerf really. I think they have potential, and I think Supercell should like let them go with it for a bit.
But they're in
As
so many matches.
As
so
they're
many.
stabbing away at this right-hand tower here from Kefron, taking it all the way to 1600 HP. Meanwhile, his own towers remain untouched, and he's in a solid advantage at this point. So Kefron, he'll be struggling here to get anything back, but of course with the graveyard, which I still assume is the win condition here for Kefron, a comeback can always be very, very quickly achieved. If you just manage to get a bit of an elixir advantage over your opponent.
Graveyard.
And as we mentioned that, there it is.
It's not easy to defend here for Toy Boy because he doesn't have poison, no swarm.
There, yeah, look at that. Some great damage there coming out for Kefron with that poison plus graveyard there on the right hand side. And now MVP Baby Dragon here, splashing away at everything.
Trying to help.
Yeah. Good heal spirit there used though from the side of Toy Boy to just...
Another Ram Rider. We've seen the magic of the Ram Rider before in the first match.
But now, yeah, the Hunter gets taken down, and that will just be tower here.
That's
on the
what
right.
I meant.
Yeah.
The Ram Rider, don't underestimate him.
Super, super strong here in that push. And with Dart Goblin in the back, it's just so much
Is this the
power.
comeback here for Toy Boy?
And there's another graveyard now, but those Royal Recruits,
Because
they
he
are
can
on
use
tower.
the recruits for defense.
Yeah, and they're doing a pretty good job here. There's the Barb Barrel as well on top of it all.
And remind you, it's only 10 seconds left.
And the Hunter here, who's usually such a great card, just stands
And that
no
second
chance.
tower.
Stands
Yeah,
no
and you
chance
can
against
see.
those recruits. Yeah,
Toy
Kefron
Boy
is
is so
smiling.
happy there.
But I think this is a smile of disappointment.
Toy Boy is so
to an
happy that
extent.
he's able to close the gap and make this a 2-2.
Yeah, yeah. It seems
Beautiful.
to really be working. This deck here coming out, this Ram Rider Royal Recruits Barpot
Yeah, and
deck.
before I did that little question in the chat, if anybody knows voguing,
Yeah.
and nobody replied.
See.
Like, nobody knows about
They
it.
may be all googling it or
I mean,
watching it on YouTube.
This is your chance
Yeah.
to get famous with it. Just pretend you invented it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, this was such a. Is such a hard
That's
push. here.
beautiful, Ram Rider. Beautiful.
Yeah. I think the main issue here
It's
was that Kefron kind of overextended into using all his poisons aggressively.
And the Ram Rider is basically at
And
full health when it hits the tower. It's
In the end,
crazy.
Toybo was like, I got this, guys. I can take him down. So yeah, it will be interesting here to see what who can take this as we're looking at
The
at
problem
the
really
series
was
to
that
ourselves.
none of Kefran's units would target the Ram Rider.
Yeah, or
it just passed through.
yeah, and he didn't have like big damage because that's not usually how graveyard decks operate.
Yeah.
You rather like stall it out, try to get just a 2-3 elixir advantage, and then capitalize on that with that graveyard, who of course can be so
he should really
detrimental.
try to tease out the recruit so that
Yeah.
he's able to
Yeah.
play the graveyard.
I think the biggest problem here indeed was the poison usage by Kefron. He should have just saved it for those big pushes because he didn't really have an answer. He had the baby dragon, but once that was gone, he didn't really have
That's
much
something
to
we've
stall
seen
that
in
push.
Senpai's game, that he's really patient and he only plays it when he knows he's got that big push.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's go to the next match.
And he's not afraid to just use it on defense, and he also takes like just getting 2 units on with
There
that
they are
poison
again.
can already be
Toy
really
Boy.
worth it.
Oh, Kefran coming back with the Lava Hound.
If you can't beat them on the ground, just fly over them.
Trying the same thing that was successful in the first match.
Oh, but this time,
Toy Boy with Graveyard.
but he actually has the Skarmy here. Poison there used aggressively by Toy Boy, but
funny
not
that
on
he
the
doesn't play
Skarmy.
poison onto the skeleton of
Yeah.
the graveyard.
But it's not
Oh,
I
the
thi-
lumberjacks
I
on
don't
the
think
tower.
The decision is too bad here. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
That was an interesting bar barrel there. Arrows now coming down, and that will just be the tower gone here for
Will he clone or not?
Toy Boy.
Probably not.
I don't think there's a reason to be honest.
He should not. Would be a waste.
Yeah, and again he takes him all the way down to 186 HP quite early in this one, as the skeleton dragons are
Toy Boy
flying
does
over.
not have a good answer against the Lava Hound.
There he uses another lava hunt, this time in the left. Well, he's used like overall, if we average the damage done to those princess towers, Toyba is actually in the lead, believe it or not. And now there's another baby dragon, as well as those bats.
But the Lava Hound is not going for the bar pot.
Nope. There's now another poison. Good to get that out of Toyba here, actually. So he
Lumberjack is
can
setting
think
it
about
up for
a
the
potential
clone.
clone. Yeah, there
There
it
it
is. There it is. 2 baby dragons now. One protecting the other here, really.
Oh, beautiful
Oh,
arrows.
nice.
Look at that.
That's
that
just
tower
tower down.
just vaporizes.
Melted away. Can he defend here? Yeah, he has another
Easy.
baby dragon here. Back in cycle to defend against those skeleton dragons. And now this will be really, really hard here for Toy Boy to get back into. There's another round of recruits. Ooh.
He still has 40 seconds. It's
Think
not
he might just
impossible.
give up the tower here. Okay, uses another
Not
flying
impossible. Look at
machine
the
there.
damage. That's a tower for Toy Boy.
Yeah. Actually, Toy Boy has to pay attention here that he just does not get 3 crowns. Pushes the opposite side here. Lumberjack plus the Lava Hound now on the right, and that Lumberjack
He's
keeps
gonna
running.
clone on the King Tower. I think this is gonna be a 3 crown.
It could very well be.
There's
Question
the
is,
flying
does Toy Boy
machine.
have?
Yeah, there's the clone.
There's the clone. Does he have the poison? There's the poison at least. Gets those puppies down. But look at the Lava Hound. He's still on the tower, and Toy Boy hasn't taken out the left-hand Princess Tower here. This might just be the series, and it is. Kefran takes it here with a 3-for-2 with that lava clone deck here in the end. And let's be honest, like Toy Boy again gets caught on the wrong foot here, and outside of that poison,
Against
he
that
really
lava
had
hound.
now no answer.
Yeah,
Like
there
what's
was not
he gonna
really
do?
a lot he could have done different here,
Yeah.
because he had to defend on the king tower to avoid the 3 crown.
Absolutely.
And so he didn't have the time to actually get the second tower because of that. Otherwise he'd be 3 crown.
Yeah,
So he
absolutely.
loses anyways. It's difficult against the lava hound clone deck.
Yeah, but this just shows like how confident Kefron was coming into this, when he actually decided to switch back here to his deck, also predicting Toy Boy here to a certain extent. And yeah, I think
There's that
Toy
lava hound
Boy
push.
realized quite early that he's kind of in a bad spot against
Lava
this
hound.
air heavy deck coming out.
I
from
feel
Kefron.
like he should play the graveyard a bit more aggressive.
You
Because
think so?
that's basically his best weapon here.
Yeah, but the thing is, then you're like you'll be trading towers on like both sides. But in the end, I really think Lava Clone has the better 3 crown
Yeah,
potential.
sure.
Because at some point it becomes
Unlucky
impossible
deck
to
choice.
defend, because he essentially just shoves all those the troops down your throat, and yeah, it's basically impossible to defend against.
Yeah,
So in the
unlucky
end-
deck choice for Toy Boy. I think he played really well, but,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the deck
Well,
choice
I
was
get-
unlucky.
I get that why Toy Boy did took this decision. It worked well for him. Maybe actually the Ram Rider version would have been better here, because that just has some air defense in it,
Yeah.
and you can
Bridge
really
spam.
slow down that Lava Hound, for example, and then take it out with the archers, for example, or those skeleton dragons, since this time it was Kefron who didn't really
Bridge
have a big
spam
spam.
against Lava Hound could have worked, but
Yeah.
then you don't know before you play.
Absolutely, absolutely.
that's
But
really-
Kefron
really
doing absolutely
unfortunate.
the right thing here, swapping his deck again and kind of predicting what Toy Boy will be running here, and just having the matchup advantage here, and also playing to his strength.
I also
and
feel like
taking
Toy
this.
Boy is heavily relying on those Royal recruits. They're in almost every game.
Yeah, in his games,
yeah, that makes it maybe a little bit too easy to predict the kind of decks he plays.
That's very true. But that's also like the interesting thing about the format we're having here, and that of course all these match days have been streamed. So we saw 7 games at least coming out of every one of our players here. And at some point you kind of realize tendencies of some players and what their favorite card is. They like to run, and they are really good at piloting. And yeah, for Toy Boy, this really were these Royal recruits. And yeah,
So
seems
this
like
is
Kefron had his
very
number.
sad. We have to say bye-bye to Toy Boy for this season.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Kefran, he will remain, and he will play in the semi-finals next week. And now we have him here for a little talk. There
And
you
there
are,
we got it.
Kefran. Hello. First of all, congratulations to your win today. You beat him with the Lava Hound clone deck. What went through your mind here in this match?
Qu'est-ce qui t'est passé dans la tête d'utiliser un deck lava?
Qu'est-ce qui m'est passé par la tête? En fait, j'ai déjà joué ce genre de deck il y a longtemps. Et justement, j'ai recopié le même deck, un joueur qui était dans le tournoi, qui s'appelle Hardy, il me semble, je sais plus trop son nom, il était 7ème. J'ai recopié exactement le même deck qu'il a joué. Et ouais, ce deck, j'avais joué il y a longtemps et je voulais le retester. Et quand j'ai vu Hardy jouer ce deck, il était vraiment bien, il avait l'air bien en tout cas. J'ai pris le risque en tout cas. Il faut prendre des risques, changer un peu de ma manière de jouer. Que je jouais habituellement les mêmes decks. C'est pour ça que je l'ai utilisé celui-là.
Yeah, that's really true. You changed decks, and that made it kind of hard for him to predict what to expect. And also, I felt like he lost against the Lava Hound in the first match, And then he was able to catch up a little bit, but then when you kind of played the Lava Hound deck again, I already felt like he will not have a counter to this. Was that your impression too, that you would win this one with the Lava Hound?
Ok, alors il a déjà perdu contre ce deck précédent. Et puis, est-ce que c'était dans ton intention un peu de...
Exactement, ouais. Mon intention, vu que j'ai vu que j'avais gagné avec ce deck, et j'ai vu qu'il a aussi gagné avec 2 fois le même deck contre moi. Et j'ai pensé aussi qu'il allait utiliser une 3e fois le même deck. Mais ouais, il a pas rejoué le même deck, mais ça m'a posé quand même quelques difficultés puisqu'il avait le poison aussi, c'était compliqué.
Okay, so he's saying that he realized he won with that first deck, with the Lava Hand deck, and but he also realized that Toy Boy, he's used the same deck twice to win against him, and then he assumed, okay, he's gonna just run with it for a third time. It wasn't exactly the same deck, but basically in the concept he still had the advantage, which also we could see there. So yeah, at this point I assume you'll be most likely be going up against Dutchim, presumably so, at least, if Jesus actually manages to take the next match here over Sailor. What are your plans against Dutchim? He's been undefeated over the course of this season. How do you want to conquer this beast of a player? You don't, of course, have to share all your secrets because
yeah, don't share any secrets. Just tell us how you prepare for the semi-final.
Comment tu vas te préparer contre le prochain match qui est un gars un peu... Mais dis pas tous tes secrets, juste un peu ton plan pour...
Je pense pas qu'il est... Ouais, il est très bon, c'est sûr que c'est vraiment un gros joueur. C'est vrai, ça va être compliqué. Mais aucun joueur n'est imbattable, je trouve. C'est vrai que ça va être très difficile, mais je vais donner le meilleur de moi-même. Vraiment, je vais me préparer, je vais vraiment donner le meilleur de moi-même. Et je suis impatient de l'affronter. Je suis vraiment impatient. Je suis content d'en arriver là aussi, d'arriver en demi-finale.
I feel like luck will also be very important because both of those players you may face, Senpai and Dutchim, they change their decks quite a lot. So it will also play a little role in that match, what decks you choose. Maybe that's an idea to think about, to play decks that work well against every archetype, because they will play
Royal Giant.
They will play like we know Senpai, sometimes every match he plays a different deck, and that makes him really hard to predict.
But then again, Dutchim predicted him super well when he assumed, okay, when he's under pressure he'll be going with the Elixir Golem. A short translation from before, by the way. Kefran is saying that yes, Dutchim is a really strong player and it will be a difficult matchup going up against him, but he will certainly be preparing and be doing his best, and he's looking forward to face Dutchim for this rematch. So yeah, do you have any further questions for our lovely winner here, first winner here of tonight?
No, I just want to say thank you so much. You're a great player. You played a great match here. Really exciting to watch you progress to the semi-final, and best of luck from our side here for your upcoming matches. Good luck. Bonne chance.
Quand même une dédicace à quelqu'un qui m'a beaucoup encouragé. Je dédicace Sami Ben Salah. Je voulais juste dire ça parce qu'il m'a beaucoup aidé psychologiquement. Il m'a aidé à jouer quand même. Il m'a aidé. Je voulais dire ça.
I don't think I'll translate that because I think the person that it's directed at will certainly understand this. So
I didn't understand the name. Who is the person?
Salah, I didn't completely understand it either.
What's the person's name that you just said? I didn't understand it.
Il s'appelle Sami. Il s'appelle Sami.
Sami.
Okay. So big shout out here.
Thank you, Sami. Big shout out to you.
Great assistance there in helping out our friend Kefron here. And thank you very much for joining us on camera here once again. And of course, we wish you all the best for your preparation and then for your next week's match in the semi-finals. We'll be looking forward to that.
You have to say one more thing. You want to share information where people can find you if they want to get in contact, or what do you want to share your social media or something? Where do people find you?
Si tu veux partager un réseau social, genre Facebook, comme ça, si tu veux, si les gens veulent te contacter.
Non, non, c'est tout bon.
Ok.
J'ai pas trop réseau social. Je suis pas trop réseau social.
Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to share.
Not everybody is on TikTok, see?
Yeah, that's it should be on TikTok.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, and best of luck for the upcoming matches. Hope to see you in the final.
Didn't quite catch that.
Mon Facebook, ouais, c'est Franck Doudin. S'il y a des joueurs de Clash Royale qui veulent jouer avec moi, ce sera avec grand plaisir.
Okay, he said it would be a great pleasure if you want to add him on Facebook and reach out to play some matches against it. He'll be looking forward to that, and I think that's a great opportunity also for some upcoming and new Clash Royale talents here who want to improve and learn from an experienced player as Kefron here.
Yeah. First of all, we have a great winner, our first winner tonight. Again, congrats, and we'll see you again. I'm pretty sure of that. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Wow. Such a humble winner.
Yeah, as always. Like
amazing.
It's always cool to. I really like this feature coming into this season. Like the kind of the background story was a competitive integrity kind of after what happened last season, that we just wanted to make sure that like the players who are signing up are actually playing themselves. But I think this is just a beautiful kind of side effect and should be at the forefront, that actually our viewers get to see their idols and the players they're cheering and rooting for, and I think this is just a great opportunity, and also of course for us to interact with them a little bit and get to know them a bit.
And it also gives everyone who's not so much into the community of Clash Royale a little bit of an impression of this really great and nice community in Clash Royale, where everybody helps each other and is friend with the players. It's really a great community that we're able to share here.
I 100% agree with you there. But we'll head into a small break right now, get something to drink while we're at it, and maybe some snacks, and then after the break we have our second match of tonight here to determine who will be our second contestant in the semi-finals here, whether it's going to be Jesus or Sailor. And I'll see you in a minute.
We'll see you after the break. Don't you dare leaving.
It'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
Take it, yeah. Reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out. Oh,
Das gute Gefühl, wenn du bereit bist. Schon bereit, immer noch bereit. Bereit. Bereit aufzustehen. Den Mut zusammenzunehmen und
Fest daran zu glauben.
weil heute ist dein Tag.
Mein erster Schultag.
Bereit, sich zu beweisen.
Ich kann das.
Bereit für den nächsten Schritt. Für neue Projekte. Und die Möglichkeiten der vernetzten Welt.
Darum reden wir mit unseren Kunden nicht einfach über Technik, sondern sagen ihnen, was sie davon haben.
Darum sind wir da oben,
Auch in einem Bergdörfli?
mitten drinnen und auch da unten. Damit die Schweiz bereit ist. Damit Sie bereit sind. Bereit fürs Leben.
What's your style? Get your merch at shop.esogaming.com.
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
You should.
Yeah, my hair.
It's like it looking kind of weird there. You're ruining your hair.
Yeah, it's
You're
this.
beautiful, gorgeous
Yeah, my full hair.
Yeah,
It's
it's
that.
actually impressive.
What's that?
What's your secret to having so much hair at your high
The
age?
secret is having good hair.
Yeah, just have good genes, guys. No
It's
problem.
like, from the headphones, you always get that little dip
Yeah,
on
that's
the
true.
head.
See, that's like perfect. I can just like
Yeah.
hook it up here
It
with
really
my
helps to have
with
that,
my man
that
bun and then,
female
like-
bun on the head. That kind of helps.
There's nothing female about the hair being tied up.
I just kind of
And even if I fully embrace it,
it kind of emboldens your feminine side.
yeah, I love it.
So-
See,
Yeah, nice.
thank you. I'll do my best.
Yeah, as everybody knows, you're still looking.
Wow. And we're also looking. We're looking forward to yet another great match here tonight in
Yeah.
the Swisscom Heroleague, powered by
And
ESL.
we have to bury that joke.
It's season 4, and we're looking for our fourth semi-final contestant, and it's going to be either Jesus or Sailor. Jesus, who's been looking so super strong here during the regular season, and Sailor, who just came in at the beginning of the season, and he's been looking pretty good as well, especially like towards the end of the regular season. He's kind of been ramping up. Yeah, but I also want to like feed your meme a little bit and shout out the pink-haired fair lady again. And of course also
is she here again?
Yes, they're watching, and also my dear friends Edu and Krabby. I love you guys. Big shout out.
Krabby, we love you.
Krabby is great.
Edu and
you'd love
Krabby,
him. Yeah,
we love you. I think I know Edu.
Do you know Edu?
I think so.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Edu
If we mean the same one, I do know him.
Best teacher out there.
For what?
Everything. No, he's a school teacher.
He's a school teacher.
I wish I had a teacher like him.
I didn't know that. I had really good teachers, actually.
Yes, me too.
A lot of good teachers.
Yeah, gave them a lot of headaches though. And I always got like away with a lot, or like too much, I feel.
The trick is actually to sit in the front row, because they will always look for troublemakers in the back row.
Yeah, see, I kind of did that. Like.
Yeah, me too. Always sitting in the front row definitely helps.
Yeah, true.
A little advice for our students watching here. Sit in the front row, then you can talk and the teacher will never disturb you.
For me, actually, in the beginning, it was like, before I had glasses, I had to like sit in the front because I couldn't see at the blackboard. And when I sat in the back for the first time, I was like...
Yeah, and then you had to ask your neighbor.
Yeah.
And then the teacher always caught you.
See, now that's... And then at some point I had to get glasses, and then I was like, no, those look silly. I want contacts, and wearing those ever since. Well, not the same ones, of course.
You want it to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Well, glasses can also be cool. Took a
So
while.
you were kind of born a hipster.
Believe me, no. I can show you pictures of when I was younger.
Really?
I was about as far away from a hipster as you could be. Yeah.
A teenage hipster.
Like I had an afro. I had like nerdy glasses. Bit of a
An
chubby
afro.
guy, and wearing
That
during my school days, wearing my pants like way too low for my own good.
Yeah, but that's just different times. Sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low.
Well, true.
It changes every few years.
And like I only wore like black t-shirts and jeans.
I mean, I have that experience myself. When I wear my old jeans, then my daughters will say, "Oh my goodness, those jeans are horrible because they're low waist."
Yeah. It's like,
and they say like everybody wears high waist, and I say, yeah, but they look.
How old are your
they
daughters?
Look awful. High waist.
And they're still they're still more adept when it comes to style consulting than you.
But then if you wear like high waist, like they did like 50 years ago, that's
you can also wear
very
these
ugly.
Did you have those in your youth? Like I don't know how they're called in English, like Schlaghosen, like the ones that.
No, I'm too young for that.
Too young for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But we used to have hot pants.
You
True. Yeah. Also, the boys had like really short.
Oh, nice.
Pants.
Did you have the ones where you could like take the pockets off and then it would reveal your butt?
That's underwear.
No.
Speaking of underwear, like in the Western movies where they have those full body underwear.
Oh yeah.
And they open the little gap on the backside. I think it's very practical. It's like in the Lederhosen in Germany.
Yeah, that's true.
They have the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
I did.
No, I'm speaking actually of shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to have those shorts. Not like white shorts, but tight shorts. That was in the 70s.
Yeah,
so
see, back in the good old days.
Yeah.
Did you? By the way, did you always have short hair?
Yes, most of the time.
So there was a period where you had long
No,
long hair.
not really long, just like this. So.
Yeah, but that's like the Prince Ironheart.
But I could never really make a female bun.
You could have, like, if you have hair that long, you could have tied them up.
It was always like, I don't know. I don't remember.
Do you have curly hair or do you have straight hair?
Straight.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Like,
no afro. Maybe if you do it with the what's it called, the special gear to make the afro locks.
Oh, is there gear to make an afro?
You can heat them and.
Oh yeah, the
then
curl
they get
iron.
curly.
Yeah. Curly iron, something.
But actually, I've never seen somebody with blondie hair with an afro.
No, I don't think they are too thin. The hair and too, like,
That could be a new style.
not springy.
The blondie afro. I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
I have a friend of mine. She's blonde and she has like super cute curls. They're like,
Yeah, tell her
Yeah.
to try the afro.
yeah, it should like just she could basically just tie them up on top and it would look like an afro, like a makeshift afro. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so
we're being informed about the bands.
this
by the
is
way.
our ESL Beauty Palace.
Yeah, very warm welcome.
Giving you advice, beauty advice here.
You can buy our products now, and you
Like,
get
you
a
can-
great discount.
Yeah, and you can decide whether you prefer like the classic style with black and white or more colorful, modern.
More of a hipster,
Hipster.
approach. Man
Beard,
bun
no
not
beard.
included.
Female bun, no bun.
Yeah, yeah.
There's everything. Just ask. We have advice for everything.
Send us your fashion questions in the chat, of course.
Send fashion questions, exactly.
We're actually being informed about our bands coming into this. It's going to be Balloon and Musketeer here. Interesting
No
adaptation,
Balloon.
actually. Not something we've seen.
And
too
we're
much.
already going into the match.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I think Jesus probably banned the balloon here, since Sailor played that quite a bit in his past matches and has been doing great with it. Sailor starts out with the heal spirit here, just for a little bit of chip damage. I think heal spirit is such a brutal card actually, because he basically suicides onto like the enemy troops or towers. Just jumps in there and explodes. Meanwhile, Chief is trying to find out whether pink hair girl still exists.
I don't know. I didn't see her in the chat.
See.
I think you made her up.
You scared her away.
She doesn't exist. And then
Yeah.
you scared her away. She was there last week.
You did.
She or he, we don't really know for sure.
That's true. And there we have Dark Prince
Bar
coming
Pop.
out for Jesus here.
Sparky, yes,
the
finally a
Sparky.
good card in the game.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely, Sparky.
Always good. And there are the Barbarians now coming out.
Look at how beautiful that one shot on the Barbarians. That is so beautiful.
Ooh, slightly.
Slightly, but
Okay,
it
now
manages
it's
to
a-
get up front. Another nice Sparky shot. Hunter.
Oh, good fireball there onto the Sparky as
It's
well
just
as
beautiful.
the Hunter.
The Goblin
But
Giant.
there's a
on the
lot of
tower.
damage now coming out from that Goblin Giant. Heal Spirit now coming out. Good absorption there by Jesus.
Jesus number 3 this season so far, but of course that's all erased now that we're in the playoffs. This is the quarterfinal and Jesus trying to qualify for the semi-final.
Yeah, absolutely. And, here's another cannon card to defend against that Dark Prince. Slight elixir advantage here actually for Jesus. As there's
Another beautiful
bar pot now.
Sparky. She's such a beauty.
Yeah, she really is. She really is. And then we see a Ram Rider now coming in on the left here.
Stopped
Being
by the
absorbed.
Goblin Cage.
Nicely done here by the side of Jesus actually. And there
Yeah, we haven't
is
seen that
one-
deck in a while
Oh.
actually. The Goblin Giant Sparky. Always beautiful to see.
Very, very nice lightning there. Fireball coming down. To
But
take
we
out
also
the
have to
Spark
give
there.
credit here to Sailor. Really good defense here
Yep.
against that Sparky.
Another Sparky there coming out, just nearly one-shotting that Ram Rider, but Sparky.
Sparky is
but
so much value here in this match.
Dark Prince there helping out, doing a great job here. As that Dark Knight
Oh.
just connects, and there's a
Uh-oh.
Goblin Giant
Uh-oh.
on top of it. And that's just going to be the 1-0 here for Jesus.
First tower, first win for Jesus.
Super, super convincing here in this one. There wasn't really much that Sailor could do against that Sparky deck. I will certainly copy that list again to get an
Even
updated
though he
version.
had some really good defenses,
Yeah.
Sailor. He played it well. It was difficult because Sparky is so much value.
Yeah,
and
plus Sparky does also great against the bar pot, because bar pot essentially helps it, because it's stat due to
Yeah,
those
it slows
barbarian
it
spots. It
down
just
a little
one-shots
bit.
them. You deal no damage whatsoever to the Sparky, and it just gets staggered. And you
Yeah.
have like more time to fill up
To build
elixir
up the push.
and build up a push. Exactly. So it's
Plus
plus
the replay.
plus in the end, like the bar pot is even more expensive.
Beautiful
than
lightning,
the Sparky.
Sparky, nice distraction there.
Yeah.
And then this
Nice
cannon card
destruction
here.
there.
I really like that one. The cannon card was a good counter to
Yeah.
the Sparky. Well played here by Sailor.
I still love cannon card.
But then it wasn't enough because that Dark Prince hits the tower.
Yeah, I mean, have fun defending against that.
Wow. Great play.
Yeah.
So which deck will you copy? The Sparky deck?
Yes.
I still play the Sparky deck a lot on ladder, but with the Giant, not with the Goblin
No, I
Giant.
prefer the Goblin Giant actually. It's also, I think Goblin Giant is so underrated.
I
It's
would
very
play
very
it.
strong. You have to defend with so much because those spear goblins in the back of it also deal quite a bit of
Yeah.
damage. So if you just against the giant, you can just use something like bats, and you basically get the super positive elixir trade.
Yeah.
But against the Goblin Giant,
The
they
reason,
just
the
die.
reason is basically that my Goblin Giant is not maxed and
Ah,
my
okay.
regular Giant is.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
That's the reason. But I fully agree with what you said. The
Yeah,
Goblin
it
Giant
deals
is
a lot
actually
of damage
better
on
in
it
the deck.
on its own, and then sometimes when they like underestimate it, and you still have the two spear goblins spawning afterwards, you still deal even more chip damage, and yeah, it's just painful.
On the other hand, if the Giant actually gets to the tower, he's really strong. He's
Yeah.
gonna do a lot of damage. The problem really is if there's an
But so does the
Inferno
Goblin Giant,
tower,
yeah.
that's really rough because it will get burned easily.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's
and
go.
we're heading into match number 2 here for this duel, and curious if we continue on the same track that we have so far, because Jesus, he looked super convincing on that Sparky deck, and it looks like he actually decided to switch it up here for a bit with a bridge spam deck by the looks of it. And there's a Hunter now to respond to that Ram Rider. He makes the connection though. Skeleton Dragons are getting low, 1961 HP remaining, and there are the Royal Hogs.
Royal Hogs Mega Knight is a
good
good
answer
counter
there.
though.
He luckily had the heal spirit, so Jesus will get some nice damage in on that left hand side, but now of course has to defend against the Mega
Everything's
Knight
open.
here.
The
on
cards
ground
have
push.
been almost
Oh, wow.
shown, most of them. So we can
Beautiful
kind of
defense there.
anticipate the decks.
Great defense there with the Ice Golem, which we don't see too
Bandit.
much actually.
Barb Barrel.
Okay, gets killed midair.
Yeah,
I
he
just
lost
love it
his
when that
balls
happens.
again.
Poor balls.
Yeah, it's painful. The Mega Knight, it's so
Okay.
expensive, and then he just loses his balls.
He goes to his favorite card in the game, being the 3 Musketeers here for Jesus as a
3 Isn't the Musketeer is banned? But of course
Yeah.
that doesn't include
Yeah.
the 3 Musketeers. But it kind of should.
Sure, we had that like the other week.
The Musketeer ban should actually include the 3 Musketeers.
No, I don't think so. That would be a little unfair if you get a 2-for-1. It's a good way to still play a Musketeer.
Bandits.
The duel of the bandits here, as they will take each
Both
other out.
of them dead. They should just make peace. I mean, now both are dead.
And there's another Ram Rider and the Hunter to answer, but once again, he
Again,
will
he
make the
hits.
connection.
Yeah, Jesus has to kind of wake up now. He's getting small damage hits here on his tower.
Yeah, I agree. There's the Barbell plus the EU is there to respond to those Royal Hogs. And
Again,
now
the
once again,
dragons
the
are on their
counter
way.
push here.
Goes.
Coming out.
Jesus is kind of very defensive at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. And once again,
It's
the
another
bandits.
Ram Rider. You gotta stop that one.
No poison. there. Okay, there now
it
he
hits
does
again.
have the poison. Once more, he gets the connection with the poison.
Jesus
Plus,
taking a lot of damage. We're waiting for his great push here.
okay, and there is another Mega Knight now coming down
Splitting
and
the
taking out
Hogs
the
is
bacon.
actually very smart because then he can't use the Mega Knight that effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, he has a great Ice Golem here. This time he actually uses the double defense here, but a great snowball here
Again.
for Sailor, and he actually gets the
Sailor
tower
wins.
there.
1-1.
What a snowball. What a snowball. Like, Jesus, he realized, okay, he can't only defend with the Hunter anymore because he cannot afford to take even more damage, and used the Bandit on top of it as well. But then he gets so much value in with that snowball, just
It
splitting
seemed
them
like he
apart.
was a little bit. First, he started off aggressive, then he was countered with the Mega Knight and Ram Rider, and then it took him some time to adapt, and finally he started splitting those hogs. But of course, that reduces the power of his push by a lot. Oh,
that was a short replay.
No replay.
Short replay, very short replay.
Very short.
And
yeah, that reduces, of course, the power of his push, and that was a problem. He made damage to both towers, but lost his tower first.
But overall, like, just Sailor had just such a good answer to those swarmy units being run by Jesus. I mean, he had Mega Knight, of course, the best counter to those. He had the Poison, he had the Bar Barrel, he had the Skeleton Dragons as well, plus the E-Wiz. Basically, all of these cards are super strong against Royal Hogs, and then he just couldn't get in enough damage.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the end, he took.
Yeah, so that keeps the match open here. Jesus gonna have to think of something against Sailor. It's not as easy as he might have thought. We still have the disinfectants here.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Just in case, you never know.
Yep.
The person could sit right next to you. I'm speaking of you, not the other way around. So better be careful.
Yep.
And we also have masks, but where are they?
Mine is in my pocket.
I have one somewhere.
Somewhere.
We
Somewhere over the
could wear them.
Yeah. Not anymore.
But so far you look quite healthy. You're sweating a lot though. So
that's because of all the light though. Like right
we're in the next
and
match.
We're actually already heading into game number 3 here. Quite curious about how Jesus will be adapting here. Don't think he'll be running the Royal Hogs and 3 Musketeers again after that beating just before.
Yeah, Sailor already cheering. He's still happy.
Yeah.
For the win he just had. Jesus now very focused.
Starts out with the archers here as well as those skeletons. There's
the
skeleton
Lambi
to help it all. Lumberjack making his way down to the left. It could very well be
the
Expo
redhead girl killed him quickly.
Okay, never mind.
Now Sailor with the Royal Hogs. It seems like he tries to play the deck your opponent played strategy.
No, not quite. He still
Not
is
quite.
running the Mega Knight. He has the Lumberjack in
beautiful
there as
Inferno
well.
Dragon.
And good reset there using that zap. Will he make the
No.
connection here actually? Nope, he gets
Just
grilled in
loses
the
his
air.
marbles before he hits the tower.
And now he is actually
Oh!
on that Princess Tower.
Oh, it was connected.
Good snowball there. Took a bit of damage onto those Skeleton Dragons. Gets 2 hits, gets a 3rd hit, and even a 4th one. Taking a lot of damage. Taking though still on the side of Sailor here on that right hand side.
There's the Hunter.
Actually, that was just from that counter push, wasn't it? With like.
Is
the
it a
goblin wall.
graveyard? I'm still not sure what the win condition is for Jesus.
I'm also not sure.
Is it graveyard deck that he's playing? There's the
Like
Royal
in the beginning, I
Hogs
just
again.
thought it would be yeah, Valkyrie is just such a good counter to those Hogs. But he still gets a decent amount of damage in. 1400.
What happened to the Ram Rider decks?
The Ram Rider decks. Okay,
Oh, there
it actually
is
is
the
the
graveyard.
Good Mega Knight there.
Rich
though.
spam
Gets
has
reset.
kind of disappeared.
Yeah, that's a bit. Inferno Dragon is still connecting. There's poison now coming out onto those Skeleton Dragons. They will die, and more damage being dealt to that left-hand tower here by Jesus. And once again, he is like in the elixir lead. He has damage advantage. It's looking
Another
really
Infernal
solid
Dragon.
here for him. once more, using
Mega
those
Knight.
archers to
Maybe
great
he
effect.
played the Inferno Dragon a little bit early this time.
Yeah. And look at that Inferno Dragon. I mean,
There's the graveyard.
okay, the Zap was used there actually, so that Mega Knight will just die for free, and there's an aggressive poison now
Yeah,
being
beautiful.
used. That will just be tower gone here, and Jesus,
That was
within
so
the last
beautiful.
3 seconds of the timer takes
How
the
he
2 for 1.
kills that Mega Knight and at the same time pushes that graveyard. That was a beautiful play here by Jesus.
This was just like MVP pick in this one was kind of the Inferno Dragon. That was just not like he had the sap to reset it, but he had nothing to kill it.
Yeah, because he Jesus had all those small units to place, so that that the Mega Knight would be stuck and burned by the Inferno Dragon.
And Sailor had no defense against air.
And it's expensive to go Mega Knight and Hawk Riders all together. That's quite an expensive deck.
Oh, you mean Royal Hawks? Yeah.
The Royal Hawks, yeah, sorry.
And like the only potential answer he could have had.
There you see
the
how the
Inferno
Mega
Dragon
Knight
was like
is
the Hunter.
burned.
And the Hunter was always like, was never really used on the Inferno Dragon.
Yeah, that graveyard push, unstoppable here for poor Sailor.
Yeah, absolutely. Super solid play here coming out from our dear friend Jesus here. Really looks like he recovered well after taking that loss earlier, and now he's actually already at match point and can close it out here and secure his spot.
2
for
match
the
points
semifinals.
for Jesus.
Yeah. And that will most likely enable him for a revenge against Senpai Rect.
But it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Exactly. It's not over till it's over.
That is
Or as who was that? The guy who said it's not over till I win.
I don't know that one.
That's a very popular motivational speaker.
Okay.
That said that it's not over till I win.
Yeah.
Oh dang! I gotta figure out the name in the break. I should know him.
Do that. Well, but sometimes I think
A really
it
great
is okay
speaker,
to lose actually.
Yeah, but winning is all about trying again.
Yeah,
and that's what he's basically saying.
Yes.
We keep on playing until I win.
Yeah, that's as long as it's like you really reflect in between and you're not just like tilting on the tilt down spiral where you're like, okay, I need to win, I really must, otherwise I can't grab myself a break. It's really important, I think, to reset in between and then reflect on what went wrong and what you want to improve on, and then
let's go to the
win
match
again. Because in the end, I think it's all about learning and improving, and those two players here, they will know.
Try to be the best learner, and you will be the best player one time.
That's true. I can get on board with that one, definitely. And there we have the Magic Archer, also one of my favorite cards, to be honest. Good defense
I
here.
found him. It's Les Brown.
Okay.
Les Brown said that. Check him out, Les Brown, great speaker.
Is there also more Brown?
I think he's now
Is
in
that
his
his brother?
70s actually, Les Brown. But he used to fill big stadiums.
Okay.
With his speeches.
I think I've heard the name before.
Les Brown.
Pretty sure. This time, oh, okay, it's going to be.
And he's also got a very interesting story of his life, by the way. How he became that motivational speaker.
I'll definitely have to look into that.
It's very interesting.
As we see, like, not an exact mirror match here, but two
excellent
both
fireball.
of those players running the Royal Recruits here. Who would have thought that I'm gonna say this sentence after they have been dead for such a long time here? A Sailor basically copied
the healer,
the deck here. That
oh wow, that looks good
that
for
Toy Boy
Sailor.
played earlier to great effect, and it's also doing pretty well so far for him in this one.
Fisherman.
Yeah, doesn't get to hook onto that tower. Another round of Skeleton Dragons here.
Beautiful how the Skelly Dragons destroyed him.
Skelly Dragons, we Skelly Dragons. Who will win? The Skelly Dragons.
One of them at least.
Yeah. And he takes
4
down
barbs.
the Heal Spirit.
And the recruits are back.
And there's another fireball. Yeah. It's a little unlucky here for Jesus that
mean, it's an even
Sailor
trade.
has the fireball.
But it's 4 for 4 elixirs,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
fine to
But
fireball.
yeah, and whenever the fireball is being used by the side of Sailor, Jesus knows he can safely play his skeleton dragons, because then they can't get killed by it. As the fisherman here, with his manliness of masculinity,
The magical archer.
nearly takes down that entire push by
Another
himself.
fireball.
One more. Now, once again, we have Royal Recruits versus Royal Recruits here. This will be a tough one. Okay, now we actually see the Royal Hawks here coming out for the side of Jesus.
Good healing.
And there are so many
Oh!
units, so many damn units on
Such a
this
great push. A real
field.
mess here in front of the tower.
Okay. And it ends with one
Remember,
recruit.
guys, this is match point for Jesus.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look so good at the moment. He has a lead, but
Well,
it's close.
He has a good win condition here. The better one, arguably, in those Royal Hawks. As they get absorbed, though, here by that Barbarian Hut.
Barpat destroys the Hawks.
But having a building here is, of course, a
Ram
really
Rider
big
hits again.
advantage.
That's painful.
And there's still no King Tower activation here.
Again, the recruits. A huge push by Jesus.
Okay, he goes for chip
Sailor
damage now.
uses the fireball this time, not for the magical archer.
Yeah. Great fireball here once again onto that Dart Goblin. One of the Royal
1
Recruits
minute.
surviving here. Will he make it onto that tower and get a stab? No, he won't. Damage advantage is closely in the advantage of Sailor.
Again, he
But this
already
will be a really close one.
predicts with the bar path.
And the one more fireball.
No
I just
Royal
love how Jesus plays those magic archer really far forward, so he can get
One Skelly Dragon actually connected to the tower.
Yeah. And actually, Jesus has snuck in
Beautiful
quite a bit of
fireball.
damage here, but
Ram
now
Rider!
the Ram Rider getting through here. He will take down the tower once again here for Sailor.
Sailor is able to close the gap here, and now it's match point for both of them.
Yeah, the Ram Rider is really the MVP here for
The Ram
Sailor.
Rider, unstoppable.
This was 2 times now. In both of his wins, the Ram Rider was the deciding factor here for Sailor. And I think Jesus now should really consider putting a building into his deck to just absorb these Ram Riders, as they seem to be working quite well.
Yeah,
here
it was
for
also bad that he always had to use the magical archer just to pull or trigger that fireball response.
Well, I
and-
really like that, to be honest,
but
and
it's a
especially
waste
how
of
he
the
played it.
magical archer.
No, you get the fireball out. Like, he always played it at the river and like didn't give him any fireball value whatsoever. Then in the end he also used it to
He
chip a
played
little
it
bit.
well, but he could have used it on the tower instead. And
Oh, you mean Sailor?
the magical archer. It was kind of no use for Jesus except for
Yeah,
taking that
but
fireball.
Look, like here he gets value, but then after that, when he played the magic archer far up, Sailor does not get any chip damage with the fireball. And here you see the fireball coming out from Jesus onto that Dart Goblin always, which enabled him to actually come back into this game for a large portion of it, because here you can see
This is, by the way, the
right-
second time that we saw the Royal Recruits lose.
Yep.
So they are very popular at the moment, but I feel like people getting used to the recruits.
Yeah, and I mean, with those kind of swarm decks and like Barb Barrel being really popular and the Skeleton Dragons being really popular, it's kind of hard to make them work because they're essentially just fodder. But I think that also the big deciding factor here was that Bar Pot in the deck of Sailor, so he could absorb those Royal Hawks. I think Jesus only played them like twice, and then afterwards not really much because
So
he couldn't do
what
much.
do you think? Now it's match point. What will Jesus play here to get this match?
Not entirely sure, to be honest.
Will he try Sparky? I mean, that was
I could see him play the Sparky
successful
again.
against Barpat before, or maybe a Lava Hound deck. But
Yeah.
usually Jesus doesn't play Lava Hound.
Not too
so
much.
much.
He's really good with Expo as well, but I don't
but
think
Expo is just
Expo
weak
at the moment
currently.
is not really
I would
good.
not recommend that.
Yeah. I could see him on something like this Mortar bait deck, actually.
But Mortar as well. Mortar, Expo, both of them.
Yeah, but Mortar not in the classical Mortar
As a
sense where you would
defense.
play it with like Miner and Rascals, but the version we've been seeing coming out from Sempirect a couple of times, where it's basically the, I think it's even the double barrel combo. So you play like the Knight, you play Musketeer, you play Goblin Gang, you play Goblin Barrel and Skeleton Barrels, plus then the Mortar on top of it, like as kind of AoE and potentially all additional chip damage.
There was a time where Mortar was really strong just with an Ice Wizard and a Knight.
Yeah, I mean, just defense in a
crazy.
nutshell, as we're actually ready to jump into
Let's
this
go.
final game here. I think it's quite amazing that both of our matches tonight are going the full distance all the way to 5 games here. So we're not disappointing here when it comes to plenty of Clash Royale action.
Again, the bar putt.
I think Sailor is just sticking to what works here for him, and by the looks of it, Jesus resorts back to what he's been playing in that
Beautiful
win against
poison.
the Mega Knight deck.
Is he playing Graveyard, Jesus?
I think so. I actually think so.
It looks like. But that's unfortunate.
And that
because
also
of
means
the
he has
recruit.
the Valkyrie plus the poison, who will be doing great.
Bomb
and
tower.
he even added in the bomb tower. And I love that adaptation.
Finally playing a building, that's definitely a good idea.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more there. So far it's really even, but Sailor actually managed to get quite a bit of an elixir lead here. Has another bar pot now in cycle. And yeah, especially the Infernal Dragon not getting too much value here in this matchup, I think.
It's an interesting deck. I'm still not sure it's really the Graveyard.
Probably is. And there's now the poison coming down onto those Skeleton Dragons, as well as the bar pot there.
The Hawk is nodding, approving of the gameplay.
Not of approval. Some more archers here behind the tower being split. And some of those skeletons. So he gets actually 2 hits here with that with those barbarians.
Roots
And,
make it to the
Roots.
tower.
Nicely done there.
Nice defensive snowball.
The archers are such a great defense here.
Jesus still has not shown his win condition. Playing it very careful once again.
I don't think he had the chance it, because as I mentioned, he was down in elixir. Good poison here once again. Getting value onto those skeleton dragons. And just, oh, look at the bomb tower. It's just beautiful. Oh, good fireball here, actually. Royal Recruit there on the right, stabbing away at that Princess Tower.
Sailor trying with the Ram Rider.
Yeah, I think the last card kind of, okay, kind of has to be that graveyard. Oh,
I feel
nice
like
connection
Jesus
there
is
with the Inferno
trying
Dragon.
to get a quick surprise win here in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to defend here. He wants, I think he wants as many
Yeah, there's the
poisons as
graveyard.
possible. And there's the first graveyard here.
But
of
that
the
was
game.
actually kind of a mistake. He placed the graveyard into the guards. And it's not able to do any damage. Maybe just wait 2 more seconds until the guards are gone.
Yeah. Once again, he has the archers here behind the tower. Good Valkyrie there in defense. Valkyrie is such a value card in this matchup.
Another
feel.
graveyard.
And now he just starts pressuring him hard here. There's another poison now. It's basically all his troops.
Yeah, he has to do damage. It's only 1 minute left and he's behind at the moment.
Yeah. Plus, Sailor kinda has the advantage here of having the fireball, so he can just start cycling fireballs here on the opponent's tower. Start Goblin gets a hit in there. left hand side. Triple elixir time now, as you have 50 seconds remaining on that tower. But mind you, this can turn very fast.
He's giving
One
the guards
graveyard
a little bit more time
can
now.
turn it all. There's an aggressive poison this time.
The Valkyrie helping. Nope.
Barely any skeleton hits there. And I think this will be really tough here to defend. Now, finally, once again, we see a Ram Rider. Good snowball there. Fireball
the
coming
tower's
down.
Gone.
And the Ram Rider sneaking through here once more. Scepter also coming out.
Wow.
And I think Sailor will take it here.
Look at him on the picture. It's crazy.
And
wow.
Luck
That
is
was
placed.
so unexpected. Sailor beating
That was
Jesus
insane.
in this match. That is so crazy.
That was absolutely incredible here by Sailor.
Holy cow.
With
Didn't
that
I
void.
say it's not over till it's over?
That's true. That's true. You said
You
that.
celebrated Jesus a little bit too early. He was a bit unlucky with his deck choice in this
Yeah.
last match, but well deserved for Sailor.
Imagine that that Inferno Dragon was like a skeleton dragons or a baby dragon. I think
Wow.
they could have looked a lot different, but in the end, Sailor was just able to overtake him here, and yeah, just too much swarm, too many units in this game, and yeah, we'll have a look at some more replays here.
And he makes it into the semi-final with this amazing play. I think Sailor, at the end, when you watched his image, he couldn't believe it himself that he actually made it.
He was so focused. Also, yeah, the graveyard really struggles to get through there. And
The problem is really the Royal Recruits stopping that graveyard.
yeah, and like, I mean, I love the adaptation coming out.
See,
yeah.
see how he celebrates his win.
he's like, he's really popping off, and
Ah.
Jesus, he seems kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I'm also. I feel kind of sad for Jesus
Yeah, same.
too.
I mean, he played well, and this was. I mean, sometimes we really have matches where it comes down to the wire, and like it's a game of inches really, and they go like blow for blow. Tonight we had a lot of these games that were to large parts or to large degrees decided by just a matchup. I feel.
This last one was also kind of a matchup
Yeah,
deck because
yeah.
the
I mean,
graveyard against the recruits, that's
and
almost
Jesus,
impossible.
don't get me wrong, he adapted super well by resorting back to this game. He was like, okay, he saw a lot of Mega Knight coming out during those 4 games, so the Inferno Dragon certainly is a good choice.
And so is the bomb tower.
And so yeah, he didn't have the bomb tower in the first one. I think there he had the Goblin Cage. And also the graveyard usually is a good choice against the Mega Knight because it's like such an expensive card. And then he like slotted in the bomb tower because he was thinking like he might just also play the Ram Rider again because it was like 2 times Ram Rider, 2 times Mega Knight, or like even 3 times Mega Knight I think. And yeah, therefore
I feel sad
was
for
a great
Jesus
choice.
because once again he's not in the finals, and he played this season so well. He was 3rd, and now he's out in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, but then again, I think it's fantastic that we have a new face.
A new face
in our top 4 of
yeah,
this season.
we can already see how he's celebrating at the moment.
He absolutely
We're
is.
a little bit ahead. Well deserved, of course. He kept his nerves here and played a great match. See how he we should show these pictures of him celebrating actually. Great match.
And yeah, here we have another
Sailor.
interview with our
Hey,
winner here of
hello.
tonight.
It's awesome having you, Sailor. First of all, congrats for winning this match against Jesus. Jesus, a very strong player. He was 3rd so far, and you were able to beat him. How did you go into this match here against Jesus?
Oui, dit, premier, il est très fort et tout. Comment t'as fait pour préparer le match avant d'arriver? C'était 3e jour quand même, 3e place. Comment t'as fait pour préparer le match?
Bah, je me suis entraîné et puis avec l'aide de mon coach, ça a fonctionné.
So he's saying
On a préparé des bons decks. On a vraiment préparé des bons decks et puis voilà.
He trained, he did a lot of training, and with the help of his coach, he managed to pull off the win here. He prepared some great decks coming into this, and in the end, he managed to squeeze out the win here.
Yeah, that was really amazing. We could really see the tension there in the last game. And the release, when you finally made it. Did you believe that you could actually win against Jesus, or was it also kind of a surprise to you?
En gros, on a vu que tu as eu un gros cri de joie quand tu as gagné et tout. Comment tu t'es senti justement? Il pensait battre Jésus avant de commencer le match.
Franchement, je pensais pas le battre Jésus parce que c'est un vrai joueur pro. Et franchement, j'étais bien préparé. Il y a beaucoup d'émotions. Là, je suis chaud, je transpire. J'ai mes potes à côté, on est super contents. Et franchement, pour la première fois que je joue en pro, d'arriver en demi-finale, c'est incroyable.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's well deserved. Great match. You want to translate first?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So he's saying like, honestly, he didn't think that he could win because Jesus is like a real pro player, and this was like incredible for him to be able to make it. But like he said previously, like he was well prepared. He brought some good decks for to be up to the task, and in the end, the emotions were really there. He was sweating. He was like so under pressure. His heart was beating.
My heart.
And in the end, it's such an incredible experience to have beaten such a pro to make it all the way into the semifinals.
Now in the semi-final, Dachim will get to choose who he wants to play against. So it will either be you or Kefran. Do you have a preference? Would you rather play against Dachim or against Senpai?
I don't know. Kefran. Because Dachim is very good player.
Okay, so you'd rather try with Senpai. I think both of them will be very strong, but you've proven today that it's possible when you beat Jesus. So it will be a very interesting match next Monday.
Yeah. By the way, I'm a little curious. We've seen you like, we've always had like two images of you when you were on camera. Either it's your room with us in the background, which I think is a lovely detail that we're always on stream, or you were like outside. Was it just like outside of your house, or were you like always like on the move when you were like all alone in the dark and with your phone's camera?
T'as compris, tu veux que je te
traduis quand même un petit
peu. En gros,
peu.
il a dit, il y a deux images de toi, et à chaque fois, c'est soit on te voit dans une chambre, soit on te voit dehors dans la nuit tout seul et tout. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Est-ce que des fois tu te retrouves tout seul chez toi dehors?
Alors, le truc, c'est que j'aime pas jouer à la maison parce qu'il y a mes parents, il y a mes neveux, et du coup, ça me perturbe. Et je préfère jouer dehors ou chez mon ami. Là, je suis actuellement chez mon ami.
Ouais. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Là-bas, il y a mon coach. Real Madrid.
Show the
well
coach.
Fantastic.
Well played.
Yes,
amazing.
So he's saying he doesn't
amazing, very amazing.
He doesn't really like to play at home because his parents are at home and his nephews, and there's just a lot of people around and he cannot like fully concentrate. So he prefers to like play on his own or at a friend's place where he's at now. And as we can see, he has a little viewer party there in the background, which I think is just fantastic.
And they're watching the stream as well, which is really beautiful. We see us in the stream, seeing us in the stream, seeing us in the stream, getting into this endless loop here. Help! Get us out of the loop.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Inception confirmed.
Yeah.
You saw it here first on the Swiss.
Anyways, well-deserved victory here. Congrats once again, and also good luck, bonne chance pour le semi-finale.
Merci, Gifala. Merci.
Is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers, to your fans, to your supporters, and also where can people find you maybe?
Ils regardent, mes fans ils sont en train de déjà regarder, mes amis aussi, donc il n'y a pas besoin de... Je pense qu'ils m'écoutent en train de parler là.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Do you have another question maybe?
Ils me soutiennent tous les jours.
Oh yeah, what's actually your favorite card in the game?
Favorite
ma carte préférée? Mega Knight et Fure Squelette.
Fure Squelette?
What's that?
Barrel and Skeleton.
Oh, Skeleton Barrel.
The Skeleton
Barrel. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Mega Knight.
Yeah, that's true. He's really popular at the moment. But yeah, thank you very
I
much.
have one question.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Mon surnom c'est Cheesemaster.
Ah ouais, son surnom Cheesemaster.
Mon surnom c'est Cheesemaster, c'est ça?
Cheesemaster. That he said that.
Kind of.
C'est lui qui l'a dit, non? Pas moi.
C'est lui,
C'est lui, oui.
c'est lui qui l'a dit.
Well,
freeze.
that's what you get when you play freeze and clone.
I always
I'll
said
dub you the cheese master.
I always said clone is very high skill, and he said cheese master. But I'm on your side.
But I mean, in the end, like, look where it brought you. You're now in the semifinals, and I think nobody is really in the position to doubt your methods. They have been succeeding, and I really love it that we see a new, fresh face, such a great talent here in our league, and really mixing it up here, and
I'm
surprising.
I'm actually
the
very happy
competition as
that
well.
we have a newcomer in the semifinals.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So yeah, thanks for the great games here tonight. All the very best for your preparation going into next week, and we're certainly looking forward to it.
Yeah, it will be
Wish
amazing
you a
next
very,
week. Good
very
luck.
nice evening, and yeah, have fun celebrating.
Celebrate your victory.
Yes, of course.
And yeah, good night to you and your friends.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, another amazing winner.
Yes,
and you can
and the
tell-
first time we had him on camera, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
And he's of course very happy.
Yeah, you could really tell. Like he was so focused during the games, and then like super pop-off moment after taking that
And
victory.
that's such a huge success that he makes it to the semi-final.
Yeah.
Huge success.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So I'm really looking forward to the games next Monday. After this match here against Jesus, I feel like everything's possible. It could be a rough match for Dachim as well as for Senpai. Everything's possible.
Yeah, and it's also great. Like it's someone new. It's someone you can't predict 100% because after all, these players, most of them like know each other. They've been playing against each other and with each other for like four nearly complete seasons now. Which of course also makes you realize or analyze your opposition really in depth, and someone new coming into that makes it a whole lot more interesting, I think.
It will be very interesting.
Yeah.
Till then, don't forget to follow us on social media so that you don't miss any news. You will find my beautiful single friend Don Rigoni on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. He's also streaming on Twitch, so check him out. It's at Don_Rigoni, and you find him there.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, you'll also find Chief Avalon on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. No, Facebook not.
No, not on
Instagram,
Facebook anymore.
Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and also on Twitch. Do you still do
Yes.
streams? Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Currently only Saturday, but usually I stream on Tuesday and Saturday.
Yeah. I'll be actually on stream tomorrow as well in the at 1 in the afternoon, playing some Among Us. Most likely.
So
with
watch him
Strike.
tomorrow, because I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be traveling to Lausanne.
Yeah, I said that. You mentioned that.
So I will not be streaming tomorrow, but he will be streaming. So check him out.
Check me out in the afternoon, and in the evening we actually have some more esports action coming up for you here in the Swisscom Heroleague, powered by ESL, with nonetheless in CSGO, with the first playoff day there as well. And then on Wednesday and Thursday we're finally starting with League of Legends with myself and my dear colleague in either Strawberry Pie and Chef, of course, who will be hosting these games together with me. That will be very, very interesting, and I'm super stoked already to get some nice League of Legends action finally. And then next week, as you mentioned previously, on Monday we'll be having another round of playoffs in Clash Royale.
Yeah, and Dachim has decided very quickly, you see that here already, Dachim will be playing Kefran. It's kind of what we expected, actually, that he will choose Kefran, not Jesus, but on the other hand, he would have Sailor open to choose as well.
Yeah, I mean, after today's performance, he was like, okay, yeah, Sailor does in fact look very, very strong, and I think he knows Kefran better. I think Sailor is a bit newer to the scene and more unpredictable, and I think Dutchim, he has known Kefran for quite a bit.
Yeah. So next week it will be Dutchim against Kefran.
Yeah.
Interesting match. We had it before, I guess. They know each other, as you said. Will be interesting. And then the task will be up to Senpai to try to beat Sailor after Sailor beat Jesus.
Or the other way around.
The other way around.
Sailor to beat Senpai. But after
I mean, expectations are on Senpai.
Yeah.
So the pressure is more on Senpai, of course, and Sailor can just play up to his best game.
Absolutely, and I mean, if he can follow up this performance of tonight, then as well, we'll be looking at some quite interesting games. And, yeah, I'm massively looking forward to that. And yeah, as I mentioned before, next week, also on Monday, we'll be having day number 2 with those matches between Kefran and Dutchim, and then Senpai Rect and Sailor, who to determine who will make it into our grand finals. And then on Tuesday we have some more League of Legends, and on Friday, on Tuesday we have League of Legends. On Wednesday I think we have more CS:GO, and then on Friday we'll be playing League of Legends again to finally have all our finalists for the season 4 together, who will then be facing off against each other on the 10th and the 11th of October. So that will be Saturday for Clash Royale and CS:GO, and on the 11th of October we'll be having the League of Legends Grand Finale, and I'm so stoked, and I'm also so excited that we can do it at the Hero Fest.
It will be exciting. It will be a very small audience.
Yeah.
Still not sure how exactly it will work with the audience.
Yeah. There's only 100 tickets per day. So keep your eyes posted also on our social media.
Posted. You mean keep your eyes on the post?
Yeah, or keep posted, not your eye, and your eyes open.
Post
That's
your
it.
eyes.
Yeah. Keep posted. And
hopefully next Monday maybe we can say a little bit more how it will work on Saturday with the tickets for Clash Royale. How to get them.
I think you can win them if you follow ESL Swiss on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm pretty sure there will be some giveaways, and where you can win some tickets for not only yourself but also like a friend of yours or your girlfriend or boyfriend, or you can take your mom, whoever you like, to those finals, or your kids.
Is there an age restriction?
No,
by the way?
No.
Probably not.
We welcome everyone. I think for CS:GO there is, like, you're not allowed to watch CS:GO
last time,
under the age of 18.
It was also a closed area when the CS:GO finals took place.
Yeah. But other than that, of course, we're so much looking forward to
I'm
those
so
finals.
excited. We almost can't hide it.
Excited.
It's gonna be
And
so
I just
cool.
Can't hide it. I'm sorry. I'll stop. we were like in sync, me and production. Like, I had the song in my head and in my head, like, and on my headphones.
Awesome, guys. I hope to see you again next Monday. It was an amazing evening, and I assume next Monday will be even more exciting because we have really some great matches upcoming. You see our social media here, my dear friend Luca Don Rigoni over there, and myself, Just Chief Avalon. Google it, you'll find it. It's very easy, actually. On Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Everywhere you like.
It will basically recommend all that stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
And until then, stay happy, stay healthy.
And
tune in on Wednesday for League of Legends. And see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
das gute Gefühl, wenn du bereit bist. Schon bereit, immer noch bereit. Bereit. Bereit aufzustehen. Den Mut zusammenzunehmen und
fest daran zu glauben.
weil heute ist dein Tag.
Mein erster Schultag.
Bereit, sich zu beweisen.
Ich kann das.
Bereit für den nächsten Schritt. Für neue Projekte. Und die Möglichkeiten von der vernetzten Welt.
Darum reden wir mit unseren Kunden nicht einfach über Technik, sondern sagen ihnen, was sie davon haben.
Darum sind wir da oben,
Auch in einem Bergdörfli?
mitten drinnen und auch da unten. Damit die Schweiz bereit ist. Damit Sie bereit sind. Bereit fürs Leben.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
La sensation d'être prêt. Déjà prêt, toujours prêt. Prêt? Prêt à se lever, à prendre son courage à deux mains et...
Croire dur comme fer.
Aujourd'hui, c'est ton jour.
Mon premier jour d'école.
Prêt à relever le défi.
Ça, j'arrive.
Prêt pour la prochaine étape. Pour de nouveaux projets et pour les possibilités d'un monde connecté.
C'est pour ça qu'avec nos clients, on ne parle pas que de technique. On leur dit aussi ce qu'elle leur apporte.
Parce que nous sommes là-haut,
Jusqu'aux villages les plus reculés,
à tous les niveaux et tout en bas. Pour que la Suisse soit prête. Pour que vous soyez prêts. Prêts pour la vie.
Came from the darkest regions, wrapped in a cloak of light. Minus the focus heights, I'm trying to get my opus right. Throw my doubts aside, I climb the mountainside. And when I reach the peak, the view I see will help me fly. Feel the pressure, but it's relative to the man I measure. No time for hesitation, finally time to step up. And when you're feeling deep in your bones and it's on your fed up, you're close to the glass ceiling. Keep your head up, see your dreams as a goal. That's how I'm seeing mine, achieve my full potential. Let all the demons pre my shine.
ready? Huh? Hey, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us start the moves. You don't know that's the topic.